The Nightmare Before Christmas is not only one of Burton's most beloved films, though it was directed by his old friend from Disney days, Henry Selick. It's also the realization of one of his long-cherished dreams, the rejuvenation of stop-motion animation for feature films. It has always been one of Burton's unique attributes as a filmmaker, that he's been able to use big studio projects as launching pads for further creative work in other fields. Above the puppets from The Nightmare Before Christmas, you'll see a series of large-format Polaroid pictures that began as a spin-off from the film and then took on a life of its own. Here, MoMA curatorial assistant Jenny He explains.
Using a large-format 20 by 24 Polaroid camera, Tim Burton created a series of Polaroid photographs. This project took place between 1992 and 1999. Here in the Nightmare Before Christmas section, you see that Tim has used the puppets from the film and reconstituted them for a personal project that's completely separate from his filmmaking. Outside in the Hansel and Gretel area, you'll also see a few examples of these Polaroid photographs using his pet dog, Poppy. On Mars Attacks, Tim also used this camera to capture props in the setting of a desert outside of California in Death Valley. On his off days, Tim Burton took this large camera out into the desert to Death Valley and using props from the films created these new tableaus that allowed him to experiment with his themes and his motifs that are found in his films in a completely different project. So in a way, these Polaroid photographs are a diversion from his day job.
This Polaroid series, with its multiplication, dismemberment, and reassembly of body parts, also brings to the fore the key theme of body modification. Tim Burton talks here about the importance of this motif in his work.
Well, I have no piercings myself, but stitching was always a very symbolic thing for me, of feeling very much kind of schizophrenic or compartmentalized or falling apart or not together. Like fairy tales or folk tales, I always found these images to be symbolic and meaningful and not just because, I'm a frustrated seamstress or something.